with this particular cancer, you don't really feel anything until it's well along its course. And I'm one of those situations where I was very far along and already at stage 4, and I didn't want to extend my life and have it just be just a pile of shit, right? and have 3 months, 4 months of shit where I didn't want to see anybody. So I was just keep me comfortable, keep me as comfortable as you can, and I just want to see all the people that I love and care about feeling as good as possible. To be honest, I think chemo would have most likely sent me to the emergency room, and I would have had a much bigger chance of dying in the hospital from that than going this route, which it's still a possibility, but that possibility has gone down dramatically. But yeah, I wanted to spend as much time as possible with the people that I love and care about, feeling as good as I could. And I'm happy that I chose this route. Cancer's been trying to get me, right, for a long time. I've had malignant melanoma 3 times in my life, starting out in my teenage years, and then twice more in the last 5 years. And then I had my gout that was going on for many years. And it was also very rare. You know, people usually get it in their lower extremities. A lot of times it just stays in the foot. I was getting it in my hands and in my shoulders. It was doing like the whole thing. So when my body does stuff, it goes for it, right? It's like, oh, I'm not gonna half-ass this shit. You're getting the rare treatment, right? So when they found my cancers and they started doing tests on it, it came back that I had 2 different types of cancers in there. One was the pancreatic, and then melanoma was floating around in there too. And when they finally caught it, it was already in my bones and my liver. Dana's one of those people that she wants to know what everything means, right? So she'll go through the results and just Google everything. She wants to know what everything is, and it would just come back extremely rare, extremely aggressive, right? And so a lot of that led to my decision of not doing the treatments, you know. And then hearing other people's stories too, where they had gone, or their spouse who passed had decided to go through treatments, and it was an awful experience, you know, for them, for their significant other as well. And it wasn't something that I wanted to put myself through, and it wasn't something that I wanted to put my friends and Dana through either. You know, I definitely feel like I made the right choice for me. And I know a lot of people have different feelings about it. Like, people want you to fight, right? To try and fight it. But the pathway is different, but it comes back to the same spot, which is the inevitable. And I like the path that I chose, you know, and I don't feel like I'm not a fighter, right? Just because I decided not to do that. If maybe I had gotten this diagnosis a lot earlier on, you know, and I wasn't already in my liver and in my bones, and that could very well possibly have changed that decision, but it already was. So yeah, I'm I wasn't gonna fight that fight, you know. I didn't want to break other people's hearts, and I was flip-flopping. You know, I really knew what I wanted, but I was flip-flopping when I finally told Dana, because I kept using terms like, oh, I think this, I think that, and she's like, well, you're kind of using these words that are not so definite. And then I said, okay, I am not going to pursue treatment. And she kind of broke down a little bit right there. It became real. It became real at that point, and I told her I was sorry, right? But she's just been so supportive, you know. She let me know from the get-go, like whatever it is that I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it was, she has my support 100%. And she made it a lot easier to make those decisions, you know, but it was hard. It was just hard to take that, you know, right then. Like, that kind of finalizes shit, you know. And it's hard. It's just sad and hard. But I'm ready, you know. Not today. Not today, not right now. But when it comes, I'm ready for it, you know. And what my mom did, the Death with Dignity, is very appealing, especially witnessing my mom go through it. It was so peaceful and just so wonderful. She was in a different boat. Like, she had a window closing on her with losing her mind, and I'm not in that boat. Like, I'm not losing my mind. I've just got pains, and but man, in terms of going out, it's a good one. It's a good one, you know. Just, that's another thing I feel very fortunate about, is being able to say goodbye to people. And like, how many times have we been able to see each other since my diagnosis, right? It's like, so many people don't get that. Like, the majority of people don't get that. And I'm very lucky in that regard, you know, to have that. It is wild. It is wild. You know, a lot of people just die in a car accident, and this is way better. Oh.